go out to the boondocks again.
I'm sorry.
What he says in the preview.
What puppies?
I don't know.
This is all very confusing.
You'll have to ask York.
I feel like I missed more than I thought last time on Deadly Premonition. Did not remember the dog pregnancy subplot.
Agent Morgan, if I could just give you a friendly warning.
Are you really upset about me taking over the case?
Yes.
I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way.
My lips aren't moving when I
can
talk.
take you off the
Also,
case if you
it's
wish.
also part of my
Stop
personality.
it, you two. We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
And then George is going to... Whoops. Is going to say one noise, but his lips are going to move like he's speaking a sentence. He just went, and his lips are like,
I like that George is just like silent and grumbling, and York is just smiling like a complete fucking jackass. Oh.
Not inaccurate. Where am I going?
Like, that wasn't even York's normal smile. That was like full-on teeth-showing smile. He never does that.
Going to the forest place, right? That's where I'm going. Whoa.
I don't know. You were post-hospital.
Yes.
Are you heading to the weird, like, what is that place? The sawmill or whatever the hell that place was?
I think that's after this. Okay, I have to
Okay.
go here. This is a really good map system that I hope they don't improve for the
This map is
sequel.
great.
It's
It's
certainly
a
a
flawless map. Flawless.
Where am I?
The only thing that could make it better is if the map rotated with you. Or somehow rotated as you moved it around.
I want to go... Okay, I want to take a left at some point. And then we'll...
Wait, actually, does the map...
The mini-map rotates.
Discovered by the woodsman Jim Green.
Well, I was gonna say, because I just now noticed that north on the map isn't
What was he
actually
doing
like
in the
pointing in a
forest?
cardinal direction. It's pointing to the
Uh-oh.
north.
Just their daily routine.
We'll
They
take the
found Ollie's
turn
body
and we'll
during
see
the morning
if
walk.
it's
So you've talked to them already.
if the map is rotated.
I just noticed that the compass rose isn't like straight on the map anyway.
You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert is it?
Oh, Bob Abrams.
I did tell him to stay out of it.
It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. You may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information.
None of these sentences were recorded at the same time.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized.
Now I just want to see a
You better
game
do
where
this
all the
carefully.
dialogue lines are
You get
recorded
nervous talking
completely out of
to children.
context.
Not at all. That's
Like, they
not
just
what I
get
meant.
one person
Then what
in
did
the
you mean?
room and have them read the
Just
script,
forget it.
but they have them read it one line at a time, and none of the lines are actually subsequent.
Yes.
And then they just go back and patch the audio together later. None of the actors ever meet during the recording process. There's never
mean-
more than just one person in the recording booth at a time.
That's kind of how most things are recorded these days, but generally they,
Generally, they have the script.
yes, and they adjacent sentences, if they're part of the same conversation, are generally recorded, at the same time.
No, I'm going to give these voice actors a dictionary and have them read off every word in the English language. And then patch this audio together later to make whatever kind of game I want.
Oh, this is totally rotated, by the way.
Fantastic. Oh, that was the only way I could think of to make the map worse, and it turns out they beat me to the punch. That's amazing.
I need to. Okay, I need to get to Cope's tunnel. I need to go. Okay.
Why would you make the map rotate?
I don't know.
The mini map I get, there are options for that. But yeah, now north is south. God damn it.
Thanks, Swery.
Oh. The only way this makes sense is if York actually pulled the map out and then manually flipped it upside down when he looked at it. It's like it's an actual map.
Like okay, I want to get to this Water Song Road. Winter. Sorry, not Water Song. Winterlong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. So speaking of terrible songs, I watched that Eurovision movie
Oh,
with the Dan Stevens.
how'd that go?
The Dan Stevens is amazing in that movie.
I was thinking about doing
The rest of the
that
movie,
tonight.
the rest of the movie is like the rest of the movie's fine. Like as far as like Will Ferrell movies, there's definitely been a lot worse. There are some parts where it's just like, eh, but like every time Dan Stevens is on screen, it's amazing. So got that going for you.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we
Dan
should cut the
Stevens
chit-chat and go
emphatically
get our
reiterating
official
that there are no
statements.
gay people
George
in
is
Russia.
right. Let's head over to the forest.
Not a single one. 0%.
George, I'm trying to get there. You gotta let me get there. I go through this tunnel.
Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about, and I think this is something that we may have talked about before. I don't know,
Okay.
but I feel the need to bring it up, and it will become very apparent very quickly whether or not we've talked about this before and I've just completely forgotten the conversation. Have you seen the WWE 2K20 story mode?
I've seen bits of it.
Have
I've
you
not
seen the end of it? Have you seen Samoa Joe?
No.
Have you seen Samoa Joe when the 2K20 story mode time skips like 10 years into the future, and Samoa Joe returns to take you on for the championship with a bionic arm,
I can't say that I have.
like the fucking Winter Soldier, and he's just clenching and unclenching his robotic fist, getting a promo about how he's augmented his body to tear your head off?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just checking.
I missed
Fucking
that.
Samoa Joe shows up with a fucking Deus Ex arm at the end of the story mode because it's set in the future.
I knew that.
And apparently, at some point in the story, you apparently caused Samoa Joe to be fired from the WWE after a controversial match,
How much longer?
and then he
Ah.
returns years later for revenge
Maybe we
with a
should cut the
fucking
chit-chat
robot
and go
arm.
get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the
It's
forest.
kind of incredible.
all
I
I
can see that being
I'll-
where wrestling is going.
all I remember from the 2K20 story mode was that like they offhand mention that whatever year's presidential election is The Rock versus Kane for
damn it.
president.
That's too plausible.
Yeah.
Hey, on the plus side, that implies we're gonna have another presidential election.
Hey.
Do.
I like that driving with your sirens on makes your heart rate go up.
It's exciting.
Makes your stamina go down or whatever. Get up this hill, York. You got this. I also like that. I don't know if it's my headphones or if it's the game, but when I turn on the siren, it gets all crackly.
It's gonna post that picture of Samoa Joe with Bionic on.
Uh-oh. Oops. This is not the right
Also, I like the idea that despite being like a 10-year time skip, he looks exactly the same as normal, except he's now got a Bionic clock.
Samoans?
That's how I hope.
Samoans don't
That's how I hope the
age.
future is. Yeah. I hope that's how the future is. Everyone just, stay the same, but you just get random robot body parts.
Ah! Ah!
It's
this
literally the
government
fucking. It looks like that
No,
dude
it's
from
private. Owned by Harry.
the
This
first,
whole
or I
area?
could say the first Deus Ex. Was it Mankind Divided?
Human
I don't remember which
Revolution.
one
I'm
is
sure I mentioned that he owns
Human
pretty
Revolution.
much
There
the
we
whole
go.
town.
That one.
He used the money left by
what
his
is it,
father to
Seraph
buy up
or
most
whatever?
of the town.
David Seraph,
Has
yeah.
that
Many town
weird-
residents
yeah.
live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that?
He has like that weird geometric
entire
looking
park.
fucking.
A rich man's
It's either his jacket or his robot arm is like a weird
This country
geometric
rich
shaped
folk
thing.
are
That's what
amazing.
Samoa Joe's robo arm reminds me
It
of.
all looks very well kept, too.
Oh, it's his vest has the weird polygonal effect to it.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Call me
Please
York,
me.
everyone does.
It's what everyone calls me.
And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
I'm not, what's his face from
Well,
Twin
you're
Peaks?
doing a fine job.
Definitely
Well,
not.
I used to be a tree surgeon.
Definitely not Cooper.
And these two discovered the body?
No, not York, the
Yes,
other guy.
my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
The farmer.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I just want a sequel, like
Zach,
another sequel to Deadly
you see
Premonition, but it's the
Twins.
return style where you're like
Just like
coming
in my
back to
dream.
Greenvale 35 years
We
later,
gotta keep an eye on these two.
or 25 years
I'm
later.
sorry. Could we talk?
Look,
away from
wait
the
for,
boys?
Fucking
I want to help your
Jim
investigation. but
Green
I
is
don't
running a
want them to hear
podcast in the
this.
woods.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
you just
Hold
gotta
on.
wait for,
Don't do anything without
2037.
These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
I
Emily's
think
right.
about solving
That's
the case.
stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
Oh my god.
There's an evil
Don't
York
worry.
that's basically
They
the
aren't as fragile
Terminator.
as you think. Look at them. Stand
He
still.
hates movies.
Hates movies and trivia. Can't fucking stand it.
What's up, tiny children?
Now then, Isaac, Isaiah, tell me.
If I look over here, is there
what
like
did you
a
find here?
Anna. She
soldier
was so
petting a
pretty.
cat?
She had a red
Like
dress
Metal
on.
Gear Rising?
Her hair was shining. Bright gold hair. There were lots of
It's
animals.
the anti-York.
Hello.
It's the anti-York never shave. He's always a stinky agent.
We didn't
The
know
stinkiest
until
agent.
then, but we know now. Anna was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess.
Oh, this
She
game is so
smiled when she
ridiculous.
saw us. She looked so
Wait,
happy.
okay,
That's right,
I thought that
Isaac.
log was just
Isaiah.
flying in the air.
She was
No,
a fairy,
it's just awkward.
a goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
I like that the police
Well,
tape
useful
is literally
information.
only around the tree where the body was found,
Well, Emily, you can take them.
and not like the entire crime scene.
No, though it's what
These guys just get to hang out at the crime scene as long as they're not like
Okay,
at
Zach.
the specific tree.
This is where
Yeah.
Anna's body was.
You might as
That
well have
means
drawn a
our
fucking
son.
chalk outline in the branches.
Our unknown subject was here, too.
So, what happened?
start the
Clouds
profiling.
rolled in fast.
They really did.
Unsub.
I think this actually was the first time I played this, the first time I learned what an unsub meant.
I'd never heard that term before.
They used it a lot on Criminal Minds. I was always like, that's a weird turn of phrase, but you do you, Criminal Minds. Smoking.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Alright. Let's find some clues. My favorite type of clue, 2 bent pieces of grass. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again.
I like that the clue is 2 bent pieces of grass, despite that very clearly looking like 2 giant ass footprints.
Frame rates.
I forgot about Mission Knife.
I have not used the mission knife yet.
Mission Knife should be the name of like a fake arcade game you can play in Deadly Premonition.
That'd be alright.
It should be like a Russian attack ripoff.
I hit this bird nest with a pipe, and it made a noise.
It's fucked up. Why would you do that?
I don't know where the
What
thing
birds ever
went.
do to you?
Oh, it went all the way over here. Well, they stole my trading card of Anna. Anna Graham.
How dare they? Literally forgot who that was for a minute.
She's the dead lady at the moment.
I know that, but I forgot briefly.
Picture of a vest with holes. Someone left a picture here.
Yeah, he photographed himself and then left it on the ground.
It was his selfie. Oh, there was something up here. Oh, there is something up here. It's another thing, but I think I have to shoot it. Because video games... That was really a sick shot, York. And TFP, remember where the last piece of evidence is.
I mean, eventually.
Eventually. Hey, George.
As you requested, we have permission to stay and look around as needed. But what are you planning on doing?
To examine the scene, of course. Basic Crime Investigation 101. We might uncover some further evidence.
My men have covered this already. I
Well, they
seriously
apparently
doubt there's
missed a
anything else to find.
photo
You
of
and
a
Emily can
vest.
leave apart, if that's the case. But I'll take my time.
Look, man, Thomas went over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
There's your problem. Oh, there it is. Ooh.
There's always more evidence, George.
Missing piece of pinheel shoe. I like that it stopped raining.
I haven't seen one.
I like this investigation is going on, and you're just firing your gun to trees.
I guess this is meant
and
to be.
And George and Emily are just putting up with it.
Then.
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels all around.
So what kind of bird steals a piece of a shoe?
Here?
You know.
Agent Morgan? I see what happened here.
They thought it was a stick. They made it into their nest.
Also, I like that he's holding that photo and it's referred to as a picture of a vest with a hole in it.
Yeah.
But, like, you can also see the person wearing the vest, and their hair, and their shoulders, and, like, build. And you'd think that might honestly be more relevant to the case, especially if, I don't know, someone with a similar back and shoulders and build was, like, kneeling right in front of you, in the same pose as the picture while you were holding and looking at the picture.
What?
If that was the case, maybe it would be more important to look at that part of the picture, and not necessarily the vest itself.
But no, it's like an upside-down peace sign.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Profiling is a little different from writing a screenplay, though.
He's right there.
An idea being interesting doesn't make it fact.
What? No, it's fine.
Let me enlighten you, George. The footprints reveal that one of the heels is missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that
Joel
we saw.
Schumacher died
Joel Schumacher?
recently.
Yeah, recently.
Furthermore, there would be even more
within the year,
evidence if he did kneel and, well, do as you suggested. If you want proof, go ahead and try it for yourself. He knelt here for a reason other than simple perversion.
Zach, what was he doing in front of Anna?
It is a mystery. Apparently it was within the week. Oh, that's a good leaf.
He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess. The young son, our unknown subject, offered prayers to
crap cheese.
Its big-nailed tongue and massive body wound. Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship. So, who is Miss Stiletto Heels?
I don't think that's the right word
and
that
then
he used.
Farther apart, going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss
Oh wow,
Stiletto
okay, yeah,
Heels
no,
is a
apparently
third party here.
Joel Schumacher actually
She's not
passed
the murderer.
away
No one runs
last
away
Monday.
from an object of worship.
It's much more recent than I thought.
She could be another victim who was with Anna. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason. She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too.
First peace mark. That sounds like it's definitely not me.
How many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
Oh, I should
Be
think
a
most
crazy
of them
thing
have
for
at
someone to have
least
on their
one
back.
pair. I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here wearing them, except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
That putting out
Then
cigarette
we'll
noise is
just have
very
to give her
loud.
a warm welcome home. A more immediate matter, then. Where in town can you find something like this? It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either
Something
a
like
lot of
this,
metal or
a
metal
piece of
machinery or
rust.
something like that.
I want to
The
point out
lumber
that,
mill.
like, when you have the game muted, like I do whenever I'm watching you stream it,
It's time
Yeah.
to really get
it's
this
really
show on the
easy to
road.
forget the incredibly
Could you guide me
inappropriate
to this
background music
perfect
flaring at
setting
all
for this
times
extravagant
in
party?
this conversation. Where it's like, it seems honestly like a way more serious conversation when you've got it muted and they're talking about like the murder and evidence and things like that. And then I
No,
just
it's
unmuted it. I unmuted it briefly to hear that cigarette sound effect you were talking about. It just got blasted with the theme, and it's like, oh right, forgot.
God, this game's really good.
The music definitely adds something to the nonsense.
The lumber mill is pretty far from here. If that's where she was killed, why would the killer go to all the trouble of carrying her all the way here?
I don't know yet. My profiling
getting
instincts
there.
tell me one thing is for sure, though. The unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead. Something close to love. That could well be the key to all this. I will say this, though, George. Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints himself, well then, everything I've just said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints. I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks. All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO.
Awkward stretching in the
Modus
backseat.
operandi, his way of thinking. It usually unveils something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
It's not for everyone, but it works for me is basically the tagline for this video game, I feel. Alright, how do I get to this lumber mill? Down... Right... Oh, it's just right there. There's no mystery in how to get to the lumber mill.
No complex map navigation this time.
No.
When I first joined the force, this lumber mill was still in full swing.
It closed up right when I first.
It's gonna make it that much funnier when you get
No,
lost,
it's
right?
totally abandoned.
I presume so. I've never really been inside.
I would
so I
never
don't know
get
for sure,
lost in a video
but it's
game.
run down.
Deserted
Especially not
building.
on a straight road.
Especially not on a straight road.
I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably a little late for that. After all, it's already been used as the site of Anna's murder.
We don't know that for sure yet, Agent Morgan.
That's right, from your point of view. But the perpetrator selected the lumber mill.
Agent York, you seem very confident about this.
Confident? No.
It's in the script.
Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and hopeless. I'm just drawing natural conclusions from the facts that we have seen.
That sounds exactly like being full of confidence, at least to me, and to normal people with common sense.
Common sense can be the opposite of fact sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another pearl of wisdom.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill. So keep your pearls of wisdom to yourself, and let's hurry.
Well said, George. Can you step on it, Agent York?
No. The lumber mill is very large. I can definitely not step on the lumber mill. Or my pearls of wisdom, because they're, you know, not real. Bad jokes.
Step on it. Drive harder.
Better, faster, stronger.
Can you go get one of those absurdly fast? Well, okay, I'm not gonna say absurdly fast. Can you go get one of the better cars for this?
No.
Or do you still have to use the top car for all these missions?
At the moment, I have to use the cop car. I can't even get out of this car at the moment, I don't think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Alright, this is one of those mission lock situations where you can't run out of fuel or damage your vehicle.
Yeah. Because it's like, no, you have to get to the lumber mill.
And it's really easy to run out of fuel early on, so that's probably for the best.
I did it. I made it to the lumber mill.
I'm going in alone. You two stay here. I can't concentrate
Wow,
on
that's
profiling
not
with
something I
other
was
people
expecting.
around me.
Now hold
So
on a
he goes
minute.
past his
We're
bill to change
investigating this
state
case
flag.
together.
Listen, I can't risk the
Huh,
crime scene
hey.
being compromised by you two.
What are you saying?
I didn't
You're
think
not
they
the
had
only
it in them.
professional law enforcement officer here, Agent Morgan. We know how to secure a crime scene.
I'm sorry. That was rude of
I
me.
mean, obviously, it's
But this is how I
still
operate.
just a flag at the end of the day, but
Furthermore,
it's,
Yes.
it's still the Confederate
Furthermore
flag in
what?
the year
to me,
2020.
the outsider
I
FBI
want to point
agent,
out that I did not
every
previously
citizen
know
of
what
this
the
town is a
Mississippi
suspect.
state flag looked like,
You
and now that I
can't be
see
out
it,
of
I
this
can
whole
understand
thing,
why they would change
I
it.
have to keep suspects.
But
Yeah, and the real question is, it's the year 2020,
How can you
why
say
did
such
it
a
take
thing?
this long?
It was Mississippi.
Is
Well,
he
yes,
making fun
granted,
of us?
certainly Mississippi,
We
but...
should have left him behind and come here by ourselves.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
Sorry, but I'm just doing my job.
I'm George and very angry.
Did you hear that, Zach? If they're pros, then we should let every first-person shooter gamer out there join the SWAT team.
Ba-dum-bum.
Zach,
So the
they're
news.
here.
NASA will give someone $35,000 in prizes to design a toilet that works on the moon.
All right.
Is there not enough gravity for normal toilets? I never really
I-
gave it much thought.
I mean, I guess you could poop it, but it'd be hard to flush, maybe? I don't know.
I imagine flushing wouldn't work the same. There would probably have to be a series of like actual electrical pumps to make sure that everything drains in the correct direction.
And you're like making a toilet for like space stations and stuff. That strikes me as like really complicated, but at least you still have gravity on the moon, for better or for worse.
Yeah, just not much of it, or not as much.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, if they can get it to work on, if they can get it to work on the space station, I'm sure they can find out a system that works on the less. Oh,
I'm
that
not
lady
sure
is
it's literally,
inside you.
I'm not sure it's toilets they have on the space station. In fact, I don't know what they do.
There was like, there was a thing that you strapped yourself into, like, that's how it worked.
Oh, that would make sense.
I've
yeah.
seen a thing about this before. Hold on.
Hold on, we
Space
gotta look up
station.
some stuff.
How do you?
How do you poop on the space station?
How do astronauts
Wherever the
poop in
heck you
space?
launch.
Fuck that pipe, says Agent York.
Chilling.
Agent York has no respect for the pipe.
Oh no. I'm reading about the history of
Pooping in space?
space. I did not. Well, also, this one's explicitly about urinating in space.
Oh.
But this, apparently in 1963, Gordon Cooper, on the last Project Mercury flight, they had a thing in his spacesuit that would, quote-unquote, collect the urine. But, he had to... Where is it?
Oh no.
Just as
I
I
don't,
thought.
I don't know if I like
He had
this.
to take...
Is where Anna was killed.
He had to take manual control and pilot the craft through a risky re-entry into the atmosphere. Well, it went wrong. An investigation showed that his urine bag leaked and droplets got into the electronics, hobbling his automatic systems.
Okay, that's not as bad as I was worrying.
That space shuttle was literally full of piss and stopped working, and the guy had to manually land it.
Ooh, it's a good thing he didn't kill himself with his urine.
Yeah.
That would be a bad way to go. Apparently, where was this? In Gemini 7, they had no toilet. What they had was basically a plastic bag. Okay, here we go. Apollo missions. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong had fecal collection bags that stuck to their bottoms with adhesive when they had to go. And microgravity could make things messy. Direct quote, "There's a problem of separation."
Yeah.
Robert said, "Whatever comes out of you doesn't know it's supposed to come away from you."
Oh.
Each fecal collection bag comes with a, quote, "finger cot," to allow the astronauts to manually move things along. Then they had to knead a germicide into their waste so that gas-expelling
noise.
bacteria wouldn't flourish inside the
We're
sealed
still
bag,
missing
and
a vital
cause
piece of the
it
puzzle.
to explode. Oh.
I don't want to go to space anymore.
The entire ordeal often took 45 minutes to an hour to complete with the Apollo spacecraft. To minimize their bowel movements, astronauts had a high-protein, low-residue diet. Think steak and eggs and other foods that don't make a lot of waste after they absorbed into the body. Urinating wasn't much easier. The urine collection device was basically a condom-like pouch attached to a hose that vented out into the vacuum of space with the turn of a valve. By the astronauts' own accounts, it was more than a little unsettling to use the device.
Oh boy.
Today, going to the bathroom in space is much less tedious, but still requires careful attention. Reusable space planes of NASA's retired shuttle program had toilets using airflow to draw waste away from the body in place of Earth's gravity. The International Space Station has commodes with a similar design. Yeah, number 1 is basically a vacuum hose. And number 2, it says it's like a camp potty, where you use it to contain the solid waste, and that gets burned up in the atmosphere.
So, whenever it rains somewhere...
They're just literally
it's-
flinging shit at Earth.
Look.
Astronauts go through positional training on Earth to make sure solid waste goes directly into the narrow opening of these space toilets. The mock toilet has a camera at the bottom. Astronauts don't actually go to the bathroom during training. By watching a video screen in front of them, they can check that their alignment is spot on. If you get stuff around these air vents that are providing the suction
Zach,
in
it's
there, things
almost
can
like
get
an
really
altar.
clogged up, and you can damage a multi-million-dollar
Was
toilet
the murder
fairly
some
easily.
kind of ritual?
That's quite unfortunate.
After the sole toilet on the International Space Station had been plagued by a series of problems and breakdowns, NASA bought a second $19 million Russian commode that was installed in the orbiting outpost's U.S. segment in 2008. As for peeing, each astronaut is given his or her own funnel, made in different shapes for men and women. which attaches to a hose on the toilet. They had, quote, they had 3 different sizes of funnels for the guy, 3 different sizes of funnels, and the guys were always choosing the largest size. Robert said of the astronauts in the shuttle program. Nobody wants the small hose.
Where are you hiding?
Ah!
Uh-oh.
In 1986, the Soviet Union built the Mir space station, which had a bathroom with a toilet that vented the waste out into space. By the time space officials were retiring Mir in 2001, the space station's solar panels had lost about 40% of their effectiveness, Robert said. Quote, they realized that a large part of the damage to these solar panels was frozen urine floating in space at very high speeds.
That's something.
That is a space hazard I hadn't thought of. Frozen urine javelins.
It's gonna have my other suit washed for while I'm in the horrifying otherworld dimension.
It's changed to the green tie.
Yep. Ooh, smoked salmon. Tasty.
Also, there's a video from the International Space Station of one of the astronauts explaining how to poop in space.
Nice. It's a good thing to know. You had Agent Honor. Nope. Oh, this looks like this might be an engineering section. Oops. What did you drop? Oh, you dropped a bar. Oops. Whoop. New tools like the steel pipe. Got the steel pipe. Gross. What is this lumber mill filled with? Like what?
What?
What is,
What's up?
What is this gross white liquid? Or do I want to know?
I mean, have you ever been inside a lumber mill?
No. Can't say that I
That's just
have.
there. Maybe this is accurate. Swear he did his research. That's how he knew that small towns like this always have multiple signs welcoming you to town, some on the wrong side of the road, facing the wrong directions.
Somehow I doubt that, given, you know, the limbo zombies.
I mean, this is just how I think this is just how buildings are here in America. Are you saying that you're not currently ankle deep in a mysterious white fluid?
I can't say that I am.
Weird. Must be a Tennessee thing.
Yeah. I really appreciate the baby crying noise that's happening. Baby crying noise is so loud, by the way. Oh right, it's in the toilet. The baby's in the blood toilet, that's right. Video games. Oh hey, what's up? Oh right, this bit. I remember this bit, I think. Give me your pipe. Oh, hello. Pardon me. Ah. Did I go backwards? No. No, I did not go backwards. It's always a concern that I, you know, get turned around. It happens more often than you'd think. Oh, hello. There's another baby in the blood toilet somewhere. Oh, hello. Yep, that's a place. Got my $15 observation bonus. Wasn't a blood toilet this time, it was a gearbox. That's nice. Oh boy. I see you have a steel pipe. I also have a steel pipe. Fuck that pipe. Give me this pipe. Going on over... Oh, hello. That's what's going on over here, is I round the corner and there's a lady who's just like, hey, what's up? Oh, cool, there was a first aid kit in the blood toilet. 1 second. People be talking at me. Gotta be...
It happens occasionally.
There we go. Let's continue.
Alright.
We're actually approaching the point at which I have not played this video game.
Okay.
I think the last time I played Deadly Premonition, I got out of this area, the lumber mill. I love this flushing animation that just doesn't look quite...
I'm waiting for this flushing animation.
Like, it's just the blood going down with no animation other than...
yeah, it's fine.
Like, that's not how flushing works.
It's fine. Maybe it's how flushing works in the other world.
It's how flushing works in the Pacific Northwest.
It's how that might be how flushing works in space.
It might.
I swear he's just ahead of his time. He's been working on these moon toilets for a while.
Give me that
Also,
coffee.
You prefer that they did not flush and York instead just went elbow deep in the toilet for whatever item was in there?
No, I would not
Go
prefer
full
that.
Silent Hill?
No. Remember that part in Silent Hill 3 where if you have Silent Hill 2 save data, there's a part where you can, like, look at a toilet and Heather starts to roll up her sleeve and then just stares directly at the camera and then goes, what kind of idiot would stick their hand down a gross toilet?
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. I may have mentioned this before, but Heather is the best Silent Hill protagonist.
She's really good.
She's amazing.
Available now in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Which I love that the way that they added that to the game is also huge spoilers for Silent Hill 3.
Yeah. It's really bad.
It's really dumb.
All of that seems like the worst.
It seems really dumb. Also, I watched someone streaming that game and Pyramid Head is like super broken. Because he's just got like a super long-range projectile that goes through all barriers and like leaves a spot on the ground you can't touch without getting hurt.
Okay.
And it's like you can just spam it. There's no cooldown or anything. So you can like playing Pyramid Head in that game is basically like having a gun that goes through walls. It's kind of absurd.
I have watched people try to play Dead by Daylight, and that game seems incomprehensible.
The thing that seems incomprehensible to me is the like weird leveling and item system.
Yeah.
Because apparently everything in that game is like a consumable that you use up. So it's like you level up a character, and then in order to get more items, you basically have to like prestige the character back down, and then re-level them up to get more items, or something.
I don't
It's
know.
very weird. Everyone seems unhappy with the way that system works, but they also seem completely unwilling to change it, so I don't know.
Huh?
Oh, York, don't stick your hand in there. That's gross. And also, like, very dangerous if this gets unstuck suddenly. Hair. Pink. Hair. Oh no. Damaged red hair. How did my hair get there? Oh, the door opened. That's convenient. Gotta restore the elevator. Hello. I'm gonna save
Look
the
out,
video
York.
game.
You're not the only one in that elevator. There's invisible men.
Here's some agent honor. That.
Yeah.
And a lollipop. I really appreciate that a small first aid kit is just a box of band-aids. That's really funny to me.
You can do a lot with band-aids.
It's true.
People ignore the healing properties of just not walking around with open wounds. Although, I do like the idea of York showing up to a boss fight just absolutely fucking covered in tiny band-aids.
I feel like that's like, this is like how the healing worked in that fucking Dark Corners of the Earth game.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. I might be wrong. I have not played Dark Corners of the Earth. They have this cool hand tree. Missing a doorknob though. Gotta go get a doorknob. I want to point out also that like the sound effect for when you shoot the like a breakable object with the pistol, it sounds almost exactly like the sound effect on a there's an amusement park that I used to go to a lot on vacations, and they had a ride that probably would not fly nowadays called the Pistolero Roundup. And it was like laser tag, but you were on a slow-moving roller coaster, kinda. And so you're on the slow-moving roller coaster and you're just like shooting targets. And
So basically that minigame from FF7.
I haven't gotten that far in FF7.
Okay. So that's basically a minigame. It's a roller coaster with lasers on it, and you fire at a bunch of targets as you go on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
For like Super Mario Sunshine, you know it must be good if it's in Super Mario Sunshine.
Exact. It's like
Clearly.
Super Mario Sunshine, but with less like loop-de-loops because it's a flat fucking thing. Very difficult boss fight. Where it shows you the target that you need to hit, and you hit it. But yeah, when you fired the gun, it sounded exactly like the shooting an inanimate object in this game. Of just like cartoonish. Doing.
Shake hands with doorknob.
That's gotta be they have to make real doorknobs that are hand-shaped, so it's like you're shaking the doorknob's hand, right? Like that's a thing. If not, why isn't that a thing? Because that's like horrifying and kind of creepy, but at the same time, like kind of great, right?
Sounds like the kind of thing that would exist, and I haven't seen it before. I mean, if truck nuts are a thing, hand doorknobs, you know, you would assume are a thing.
Oh no, it's grabbed my hand. Rude.
Now I've just done a Google search for weird doorknobs. Yep, that doorknob is in fact a dick. That's what I expected.
Oh, didn't mean to hit that button, but whatever.
That doorknob is a gun.
Oh my. That was...
Come here.
You ever have one of those moments where you like you see a QuickTime event and you just instinctively go, "Oh, I need to hit the QuickTime event." 'Cause that was what just happened.
Yeah,
where I was...
yeah, it's what QuickTime events are for.
I know,
You
but
see them and you go, "Oh shit."
But like I'm not supposed. But this doesn't do anything but like waste time.
Oh.
Because I don't have all of the evidence, so it's like it's missing half the things, and we're gonna have to see this again anyway.
Oh well.
Ah well, more deadly premonition.
What a shame.
And it gave me $20.
Yeah, see? The time that you could spend doing that is, like, you know, just do that instead of grinding for money later. Because you'll probably need a ton of money for something stupid. Do you ever actually need to buy anything in this game?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
You can buy stuff. I don't know if like you ever need...
Oh yeah, you can, totally. I just don't know if you ever actually have to. I feel like you never have to spend money.
Maybe like for gas. Which, like, I guess
yeah,
again,
theoretically.
Technically you don't have to, because you can just walk everywhere, but this world is
Yeah.
so gigantic that I would not recommend it.
It's a tentacle door handle. Why are there just a bunch of pictures of people licking doorknobs?
It's gross. Don't
It
lick-
is, especially, yeah, no, there's nothing about this.
Especially, like, nowadays. Do
Yeah,
not lick
these
doorknobs.
might be... I don't know the age of these pictures of people licking doorknobs, but there's a lot of pictures of people licking doorknobs, and I really don't like them.
He's gone. Magic. Coffee milk. I feel like if your turkey sandwich is blue, you should, like, reconsider your life choices. I'm no turkey sandwich expert, but, you know. Whoa! Evaded. What's up? Later. Such a weirdo raincoat killer. Just like you make one attack and then you're like, nah, you shouldn't have dodged. And then he runs away. Why would you do this? Also, I'm no lumber mill expert. But I feel like this lumber mill is goddamn enormous.
I mean, this is all impossible space.
True.
This is York's crazy mental lumber mill or whatever.
This is the Silent Hill lumber mill. This is the lumber mill next to the Black Lodge. I mean, I'm sorry, the red root. No, can't say that either.
The fuck, what do they call it in this?
I think it's just the red room.
I think they just call it the red room,
which is questionable at best.
Look, they changed enough to be legally distinct. It's fine. Enough of the other stuff has changed, they can get away with that.
Oh, sweary. Man,
this is the oldest lumber mill.
Man who has clearly never seen Twin Peaks. Clearly.
Man, do you remember Control?
Yeah, I do! I've been thinking
so
about
good.
Control recently, actually. I don't know why.
I mean,
other than
that other DLC's gonna hit at some point.
It will. We're gonna play it.
That'll be interesting. Oh, what the fuck is that gonna be?
It's about altered world events, you know, AWE.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting that it's like, that DLC... Excuse me. That DLC seems more exciting than most actual games coming out.
Yeah. I was looking at games coming out. for the rest of the year? There's not a lot. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk will come out at some point, theoretically. Oh no, the door locked behind me. Good camera angle. Oh, right. I'm going to save the video game, because if I recall correctly, this can be kind of annoying. Or maybe I just fucked it up the first time because I let go of the hold your breath button accidentally. I'm glad the power is still on in the dramatic other dimension. Fucking prank calls.
See you.
No, you don't. Hey, what's up? And now the frame rate gets really good. I don't think I was supposed to be in this.
Oh, the game really can't handle this.
No. I mean, it's a cool idea.
It is.
Where are you?
Hello. Hold on, I have to fix the capture. Now, oh, there we go. Video capture device. We got down on that.
They'll figure out what happened to Xenobot.
Oh, everything's falling apart.
Oh, why does it say no device? That's not the right thing for that to say. There we go. And we're back here because nothing happened. Whatever you saw before the stream died, that was the false dimension. I definitely did not muck up an action command. Or QuickTime event, rather.
Okay, Xenobot is back.
Hey!
Yay!
I really want to know, like, what phone did the Raincoat Killer use? You know? That is my question. I think I can turn the audio down a little bit more, actually. That's the problem with when the video capture device freezes. Hello, excuse me. Is when I pull it out of OBS and put it back in to get the video to go back in, the audio changes, because audio is the worst thing imaginable to stream with. Really, if we just had silent movie streaming, like, you know, intercut subtitles of us talking about astronaut poop. Alright. Slowly tromp your way over to the third hiding spot. I'm gonna actually hit the right button this time. Keep going. Oh no, stucco!
Oh, I was gonna ask, all you're stuck waiting doing all this nonsense. You might be out of it by now, but...
Yeah.
Was picked up anything interesting on the Steam Summer Sale?
Not particularly. Rob
Yeah,
gave
it's
me a
on...
gift. It's on...
Everything I've grabbed has not been great.
Rob gave me a gift card because apparently what he was trying to buy had too much conversion rate problems. So I did buy a game called Among Us that a different group of people have been playing a lot lately. It was like $1.25. It seems kind of like a Mafia or a werewolf type game, but with like real-time action stuff. So like everyone goes off and does their own little mini games because like you're on a space station thing, and then one person is an alien betrayal person, and so everyone goes off and does their little mini games, and the alien kind of tags along and then like runs up behind someone and kills them, and then as soon as someone else finds the other dead body, everyone debates who's the alien.
Huh.
It is $1.25 on the Steam sale. Oh, hey, what's up? Is this the moment where I have to move the stick a lot? It is! Running! Coming up. Evade! Stop you. Oh. It's a nice golf swing, buddy. Also, I like that he just has infinite axes. Clack. Oh, hey, what's up? You're way closer. No. Evade. Run. Oh. Jet. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, there's the skybox. Now we run. It's probably a dangerous thing that I've done because I moved my right hand away from the buttons. Shit. I'm not doing a good job of evading these steam things.
It's fine. As long as you just keep running the rest of the way.
I'm really good at clacking the stick left and right.
That's probably all you need.
Whew. I like that axe hit nothing. I'm gonna use one of them first aid kits. Because we can. We have maxed out our inventory of them. So, you know, why not? Oops. Oh, look at my tie. Yeah. That was really good. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm gonna clack the stick some more, video game. Oh, I just got off this elevator. What? Later, loser.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Oops. Profiling start.
Come here.
That's all the information we need, Zack. Let's go back and show them what we found.
Glad. Can of pickles.
Have you seen any of these things before?
No, not that I know of. But that raincoat is a little odd.
Odd? In a town where it rains so much?
Well, the people here rarely go out in the rain. I moved here during high school, and I never really understood why. Can you
Weird.
shed some light on this, George?
Oh, well, there's an old story, folklore. It's a fairy tale to me. Something about a killer in a raincoat who appears on rainy nights.
You stare into the
A
TV
vicious killer in a
at
bright
night
raincoat.
in the rain.
That was it.
You'll see a killer with a bright red raincoat.
A rubbish story.
Oh,
someone
no.
made up. Not many people still believe it, but I guess it's a traditional place. Most of the shops still close up when it rains. School's out too. And since there's no reason to go out, not many people ever wear raincoats.
I lived in
Now
a
the
place where
raincoat
school
killer
was
is
called
left
for
out from
rain.
this picture book. Oh, by the way, would you two kindly show me your backs?
Our backs? Is this related to the case?
The person with the upside-down peace mark in that photo we found. He's our killer.
And what makes you so sure about that?
Zack and I saw him kill Anna in the lumber mill. He killed her. Right in there. Oh, one thing. Please don't ask me about Zack. That's a private matter.
Anyway, by showing me your backs, we can clear up most of my concerns about you. Isn't that for the best? You do want to remove yourselves from the suspect list. It will make things a lot easier.
This is insane. Your methods are rude, insulting, and out of the question. And Emily is a female officer. Forcing her to show you her back is harassment. I don't care if you are FBI or not. You are out of line.
Mm-hmm.
George, it's okay. Let's just show him and get it over with.
Emily, are you crazy?
Look, we flash our backs and he'll start trusting us a little more. Right? Agent York?
It's gonna smoke while I look at your back. It's very white.
Are you satisfied now?
Yes. My apologies.
Now you, George.
Yeah, okay. I can't refuse it now, can I? But don't expect to get your way all the time, Agent Morgan.
George.
What are these
George, your
scars?
back's fucked up.
Just like your Mr. Zack. Something private. I don't have to tell you about it.
Of course. Just like Zack. We can understand that, right, Zack?
Anyway, this will make things a lot easier from now on. I'm glad to say you're both pretty much off the hook. Thank you for your cooperation.
If anyone is suspicious around here, it's him. He's the most suspicious.
No,
Ba-dum-bum.
I don't think so. But he certainly is the most irritating.
We've studied the crime scene. You know what we have to do next, Zach.
George, can we arrange to have the townfolk gather in one place? There's some things I want to address with the townfolk.
Very well. I'll arrange to have as many as possible gather in the community center tomorrow.
Thank you, George.
Yay!
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Thomas. Agent Morgan, it's past 2100.
It's late.
Let's meet up again at the community center tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping much since this all started, to be honest. I'm exhausted.
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
I'll make arrangements for people to gather between 1500 and 1700. I'll try and get as many people as I can to come, so don't be late, okay? Don't be late.
I'll be there.
Okay. Won't be late.
The community center's on the south side. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas. Oh,
Well then,
that's
see you
the
tomorrow.
line. Eat a can of the pickles. Where is the hotel? Where's the gas station? An item. That's we'll be going. Oh. Really hope there's a gas station somewhere. The Tree of Anna. Yard. Yard. Urge. And a bear. Oh, there's the gas station. Can I make it there? Is the million-dollar question. I think I can. We're certainly gonna give it a go. I beginning to worry that I don't think I can make it after losing 1% getting out of the parking lot. Losing 2% getting out of the parking lot.
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind.
Tell me about 80s movies.
Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Nope.
Back in '83, directed by Douglas McCown. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound. Wait,
We'll
Zach,
figure it out.
sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
Hey, Tremors.
That one was back in '89, directed by Ron
Tremors
Underwood.
is a great movie.
Now, that was a great role for Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. I remember there was a fourth one.
York, they're up to like
I haven't seen the
6.
first one, though.
So there we go. Okay. I don't want to take the tunnel. I want to go straight and then left. Going straight. And going left. Oh boy. When I get to like that main, well, I guess I can turn left or turn right at basically. Well, except for the first one. Uh-oh, 19%. Police cars have got to get better gas mileage. Where?
Tremors. I think Fred Ward was in it. You say Fred
Sounds
Ward,
right.
and I say Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Okay.
That one was back in '85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. I guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels.
Whoops.
It's a real shame. Do you remember the martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Remo's master Chung ran across water, remember? And he loved soap operas. Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joel Grey, the best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course, in Remo, he had so much makeup on you couldn't tell.
Hey, I think we're gonna make it to the gas station. Yay. Hello.
You from out of town? I ain't seen you here before.
You from out of town, pilgrim?
I'm Francis York Morgan, FBI Special Agent.
I'm a
I'm
dead or
investigating the
alive
death of Anna Grant.
character.
Do you have any info on Anna or any suspicious individuals?
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
I love
That's
that
a manly
movie.
nickname.
Shut it. If you're a customer, act like one and shut the mouth. Huh?
We just had a lovely conversation. See ya, craphead. Alright, now that we've got our gas, let's find the hotel we were staying at. It was near Creek Water. There it is. Wanna just keep going forward. Turn left. Oh. It's taking out the power line, don't mind me. Look at how big that moon is! Holy shit. Like Majora's Mask up in here.
Nice.
Also, it's parallaxing weird, because, like, as I drive, stars are getting covered up.
That's right, Jennifer Grey. You knew that, right, Zach?
Jennifer Grey. She's in one of my most
Is this the
favorite
left I was
movies,
supposed to take?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 1986, directed
Yes.
by John Hughes. Huh, that one was so 80s.
Zach, you're not the most cheerful guy I know. But you really do like those cheerful movies.
We used to love those teenage movies back then, didn't we? Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Nicolas Cage is in that one.
Last one was in 1982, directed by Amy Heckerling. Now that was an impressive film. You've got Sean Penn in the lead, with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates, not to mention Nicolas Cage and Forrest Whitaker were in it too. And
I
the
said
original
that.
book and the script were written by Cameron Crowe.
Oh, look at
How
that
did
flag. It
make a
looks
great
so
film?
good.
Do you remember, Zach?
When that movie ended, the last words at the end was from an arcade game. That's right, it was from Missile Command. It stuck
Love
in
Missile
my head
Commands.
for a while. The memories. I feel like I have a lot of movies to
Oh,
catch
this
up
does
on.
not look like the
Let's just hope we
hotel.
can get to the end of this case soon. Then maybe we can catch up on a few.
I thought this was the hotel, but it was not the hotel. That's the hotel. I need to back out and turn left and keep going. Turning. I hope I went the right way. I did. We're good. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Vroom.
Zach, is there
So
something
I'm
here
trying
that you wanna
to
check
set
out?
up
We
a
need to be at
lineup
the
for
community
this
center by 1500 today.
GameStop deal
Just
that's
think of talking in front of all those people.
buy 2 used games,
think,
get
Zach?
2 used games free,
going to
but the
get
free ones
fun.
have to be $15 and under. And would you believe that Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back is still $20?
What? That is too much money for bad Bubsy.
Yeah, so the lineup I have right now is Xenoblade Chronicles X and Sonic Lost World, each at $18, and then Sonic Boom and All the Warriors for free.
All the Warriors is pretty good for being All the Warriors game.
Sorry, someone mentioned Warriors games.
Yeah, so I'm trying to set up. GameStop's doing this thing where you buy 2 games and you get 2 used games free, but they have to be $15 or under. And All the Warriors is one of my $15 and under games.
Yeah.
And I was just pointing out that I was looking through all the used PS4 games, and that Bubsy is still $20 used. Bubsy.
Ugh. Oh jeez, I slept for so long and now I'm hungry. Okay. As I was saying, as the stream was dying, I hit the save button. Probably call that a stream. Join us next time when we check out this community center and meet our wild and crazy townsfolk.
That'll be fun. I do like the introduction to the fucking absurd cast of characters in this game.
What's a Twin Peaks cast?
There's zero reason that this game needs as many characters as it has.